It's not very pretty looking, and it will be taken down, of course, because I simply hate it. But for now, just in case I need it, it's there. So you see these wood planks, and immediately you're thinking, oh god, he's making a perimeter. Well, you're right. Out there in the distance is a typical witch farm with a little bit modified designs in it than the JL server. I intend to dig out this entire area at some point in time with my Haste 2 beacon and tons of TNT, of course. Now, I'm not doing this just so that the farm will be at 100% efficiency. That's not why at all. Because this perimeter is my second big project, which I will have a couple that I'll be working on at all times, for the most part. So, this is how much I've actually dug out so far. Not much at all, as you can see, and there's a spawner just chilling right there, which I, for some reason, just didn't have the heart to get rid of. Which is fine. Then, hold on one second. Okay. See, down here, there's going to be this wooden runes kind of thing. It is obviously a huge, huge area. I think 350 by 350 or something. And it will take me a very long time. But slowly, surely, but slowly, I will complete this. The lava in the outside is to prevent all slimes from, being able to live, and they will rush to the corner and die eventually. So, that is a good thing. But this will encompass a ton of wood, something that I primarily do not use in Minecraft. I'm just a person who never uses it except for like accents and little things. But to use it as a major build material, it makes it for a project that is very difficult to me, essentially. A project that I am very looking forward to the challenge of. Thinking of, where the buildings will be placed and how the runes will look, what wood to use, and encompassing all the different aspects and elements that you would find typically in like a Western, well, not Western, in a, what's the word? A civilization lost to man. And it will eventually, like I said, will take a fair amount of time, but eventually it will be magnificent, glorious, stupendous, as well as making the witch farm at 100% efficiency, but I'm not too worried about that at all, because it still yields pretty well per hour now. Excuse me about that. So, the next thing that I have to show you here is the plantation, which is, as of right now, the third and final big project, but the smallest of the three that I intend to complete. So in a moment, after we grab our trusty steed, which is, he's yet to be named, but he will need a clever and spunky name. If you have one, please feel free to comment below. He's a fast jumper and he's a fast runner, and he jumps 4 blocks, I believe, and he has 13 or 14 hearts, so he needs a courageous, battle-tested name that I cannot think of at the moment. So as of right now, he's just Guy. So, this horse, well, not this horse. The next project that we are going over to take a look at the progress embedded on it already is the plantation. I intend to have like workers, or make them look like they're workers anyway, with villagers, maybe golems, whatever I feel like using, and have them essentially it's like a camp, I guess, in which they have to figure out, how to live under a dominated society and being controlled by one man's word. Now, this is not like the olden days by any means, even though it is a plantation. It's not like that. It's not what I'm going for. It's just not. So don't take it that way. However, it will be a very large plantation that will encompass all this flatland area and grasslands, I guess. It will have a lot of little buildings and working conditions will be met. There will be this will be essentially my old western village, in which there will be covered wagons and an old-fashioned jail cell as well. Now, over there, you see that ugly building. That's just temporary. It is a major wheat farm, but you're probably asking, why don't you just use this? Well, that one works better. I don't know why, it just does. And so I used to trade tons and tons of wheat for my emeralds, but now that I have my sugarcane, I no longer do that. Here we have Tango's infinite village breeder. However, if you make it so that one of them is over here, they will not breed, which is important to note so your game does not crash. Now, this is a very good village, which, tons of wheat, little villages and stuff like that, but all of these original buildings will be gone. They are useless to me, and really, I just hate the look of them. So I have come up with some designs for some new villages. Well, not villages, I guess, but for this community, I'm going to call it. And everything will look fantastic, I think, when I'm done with it. Obviously, that will not be staying there. It's just, temporary, as well as this rail and etc. Now in here we got our perfect paper villager. Just to, on the last slot, in case you guys don't know, the last slot having paper means he is perfect. And no matter how many times you trade him paper, he will always give you emeralds, and you will never run out, essentially, of those emeralds. And so he is perfect. This one is my wool guy, as you can see the huge sheep pen over there. In here I have an almost perfect iron one, which I will get a perfect one eventually, as well as a guy ending on a diamond pick. Now in there I have a librarian with a efficiency 5 book, and the other one having a sharpness 5 book. And I intend to get one for silk touch, efficiency, unbreaking, etc. And I will eventually. And have these tubes, like I said, throughout my pit. So you can see it's growing nighttime here. Danger approaches. But as far as the overworld, the only thing I have not shown you, and I'm not going to bother with, is a 3 slime chunk underground base, because it is in the witch perimeter. Simply, I just needed it for the very beginning for slime balls, while I immediately made my end farm, which I will be taking you to shortly. But every single one of them is now pretty much useless. I have it all wired up, with the lights and whatnot, what have you. But, no, it's going to be taken out anyway because, hello, we live in a swamp, and I have hoppers under the lava, actually, to collect their slime balls when they stupidly walk into the corners, which I have tested, and it does work. So it's an easy and free way of getting slime balls, except for the pact of iron. Now, I do intend on building a iron farm soon, just for the fact that I really, really use it a lot, and I don't want to have to deal with the tedious fact of mining, because I'm not a huge miner. You know, I love my caves as much as anybody else, but I am not a huge miner. So, having said that, let us go and take a look at our... Ooh, I'm almost out of food. Hold on, let me grab some carrots. Eat the carrot. Munch, 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 munch. Eat it, eat it, eat it. There we go. Alright. Now we shall go to the last place on the agenda for the day. Well, I'm going there. There's one final project. As you can see, it's not a very good nether hub at the moment. And I intend to fix that and make it into a very stylish nether hub. At the moment, it's on the ceiling. However, there will be dips, curves, you name it, in this build. Which, it's not really, I wouldn't consider it a huge build or a big build or anything like that. Just something that I need to do for convenience sake, so I don't have to just run through that. Now, as you can see, I've been mining out everything in here, because I do that. I like to get all the bricks and then just work with it. So here's the Enderman farm, just basic. I use netherrack, or nether brick and stone brick and patterns going up. Nothing fancy there. Watered the whole thing so nothing could spawn. There's ice under the slabs. It's just your really a typical Enderman farm, except it's at half capacity. So I just used a simple tripwire hook one here, made them fall, give it a little stylish design, enchanting table, etc. Nothing really good here. Shut up. Shut up, you. Yeah. Ah. Okay. Anyway, nothing really exciting here except for there's only about 6 layers completed, so at any time I could go back and actually improve its efficiency greatly, but I'm not sure that's actually needed at the moment. Now, as well as all those buildings I talked about, I am looking forward to when 1.7 comes out and have an idea for a new build. Having said that, it's not something that I will work on all the time, but it is something that I will give updates into, and if the time comes where I've run out of ideas for the other 3 projects, then I will go over there and start working on that. Well, that is all for today, and I just want to thank you all for watching, and have a great day.